Herman is out. Sarkisian is in, looking at the new hire with Steve Sarkisian for the Texas Longhorns. Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Christian Battle here, Battle Sports Media. This is going to be a quick video today. I don't have much time before I have to head to church, but I do want to go ahead and get my thoughts on this Sarkisian hire. This was a huge surprise, I think, to really everybody. I never thought I'd see this happen. Now, you look at Sarkisian. Herman's out the door. They bring him in. First off, a few weeks ago, a week, right, since Bryan Harsin was hired at Auburn, rumors were that Sarkisian was the leading man for the job. Right? He was pretty much going to accept this job. He was going to be the new coach for Auburn, potentially. No, they bring in Bryan Harsin. Okay, so it's not Sark. So Sark's not leaving, right? There have been rumors floating around pretty much all year long that Sark would ultimately be a head coach somewhere next year. I think I heard like some rumors that he would go to somewhere in the NFL or whatever. I don't know. But I did not expect this from Texas. Now, there were rumors, obviously, about Tom Herman being out the door or whatever, but I never really, I myself, I don't know if anybody else out there put two and two together that, Sark might get that Texas job. I didn't see it coming. And I'll go ahead and say this. I saw on Facebook, just seeing on social media, the news about the hire, and my eyes lit up, and I said, hey, Texas might be back. You might want to watch out for this. First off, the Big 12 does not have a defense. And Sark's an offensive-minded coach. That's what you need if you're in the Big 12. So, I mean, that works out perfectly that he would take a Big 12 job. But especially a program like Texas, who a few years ago had a good 8-4 or 7-5 year, and this year it's kind of down. What do they only get, 4 or 5 wins? I don't know what it is exactly. But ever since, I think, 2018, right, Sam Ehlinger takes the stage, wins that Sugar Bowl against Georgia, says, we're back, and then begins this whole, is Texas back narrative, and blah, 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 and we kind of made memes or whatever about it. We made jokes, right? I actually think Texas... Now, I'm going to slow my roll because we'll have to see how this works out, right? But, this is Sarkisian. This is a guy who has helped Mac Jones this year. Now, and again, I just got done hearing his introductory press conference, right? And he basically came out and said at one point in the presser that, he was thankful for Saban and the opportunity at Alabama. He loves Coach Saban. He loves Alabama, right? He loves Mac Jones. He loves this year's offense. And he says, I am committed to Nick Saban. I am committed to Alabama to stay through this national championship game. And then after that, into the spring and everything, we'll make the transition over to Austin, Texas for the Longhorns. So, he is sticking to it. He's staying committed to the Crimson Tide through the national championship game with Ohio State. Preview video to come this week, as it's next Monday, a week from tomorrow, as I'm recording this on a Sunday, January 3rd. So he's not leaving right away. He's going to be there in the championship game. He's going to help Bama win a championship. That's what they were meant to do this year, right? He's like, look, after all the hard work that I've been through, that Bama's been through, that Mac and this offense, everything they've done this year, I'm not going to just leave them right then and there. We got a game left, Whereas Lane Kiffin a few years ago, you remember, I don't know if Saban fired him, I don't know. But remember when Jalen Hurts was a freshman, right? And that was the year Deshaun Watson won the title with Clemson. Right, they won their first in 35 years or whatever the heck it was, right? Lane Kiffin was the offensive coordinator all year long, right? He was there for his second or third year, right? Then all of a sudden, they win the Peach Bowl against Washington, was it like 21-0, 24-7, something like that. You know, couple touchdowns, not a huge blowout. They went against Washington in the Peach Bowl, right? And then all of a sudden, Lane Kiffin says, hey, I just took a job at FAU. This was when he was at Florida Atlantic. And he was there, of course, for a few years. Now he's the coach at Ole Miss. He takes that job, and it's like, you going to stay for the championship? No, we got to get to work. He left Jalen Hurts. He left Ardarius Stewart, and I guess Damian Harris or Josh Jacobs or whoever was the running back, you know, left all of them. Left Coach Saban. He's stuck trying to find a coordinator. He finds Sarkisian. Now, he was there for that one game. And then he left. I guess maybe he went to USC or wherever Sark went. I'm not sure exactly. He's been to places like Colorado and USC, and of course in the NFL with like the Falcons or whatever. So he's been around, right? I don't know in what order or what time period, but he wasn't there the next season, right? I think they brought in like Brian Daboll, who was with the Patriots. I remember that. But anyways, so Sark was there for that game. Then a couple years later, actually last year, in 2019, Tua's junior year, right? Sark comes in. He's helping Tua. He's helping Judy. They had just come off this blowout loss to Clemson, the 44-16 thing, you know, all of that, right? And it's like, you know, okay, bring in Sark. And he helped Tua. And he helped Najee and Jerry Jeudy and Ruggs and their junior year and all those guys. I mean, minus Najee, he came back, right? Devontae Smith came back, but Ruggs and Jeudy and Tua go to the draft, right? Now this year, with Mac Jones, with Devontae Smith, with Najee and company, and just everybody on this offense, man. Looking like the best offense we've seen in Alabama. The best Bama team we have seen with the best Bama quarterback. And we got one of the best offensive minds, if not the best offensive mind in the country, in Steve Sarkisian, right? In the second straight year as the coordinator for Alabama. And now he takes a job at Texas. So, Bama fans. Now, I saw this on social media. Bama fans are pretty upset about this. They hate that he's leaving. They're mad. They're frustrated. I get it. Right? It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. We got Bryce Young coming in next year. It's going to be great. But, in my opinion, I think he's the best offensive mind in the country. Right? And to see him leave Bama sucks. You know, as a fan, it sucks to see that. But you need to have he needs our love and support, right? He deserves to be a head coach somewhere. Can we all agree on that? Bama fans? He deserves to be a head coach somewhere. He's that great. So yeah, he's not at Bama. But give him your full support. I'm telling you. Texas, he ain't back yet, but he could be the guy to do it. Because Tom Herman, man, a couple recruiting classes away from just being able to take on Oklahoma and anyone else in the Big 12 and win the Big 12 or maybe make the playoff. I mean, they've been playoff contenders under Herman. He just found some way to screw it up each year. Last year, 18 or whatever, right? Either they won the Sugar Bowl in 18 against Georgia. Ellinger wanted to say, we're back, you know. I actually think they might be back for a change. We'll just have to wait and see what 2021 brings for Coach Sark and the Texas Longhorns. So anyway, Texas fans, if you're watching this and you found this video, first off, please subscribe to the channel if you're new. I really would appreciate it. We talk college football, NFL, you know, baseball, basketball, all kinds of sports. We're going to get into some baseball as college football winds down and we get closer to spring training and everything in February or March. So anyway, just please subscribe if you're new to the channel and love sports. Comment down below what your thoughts are on this hire. Do you love the Sarkisian hire? You should. I'm telling you, he's going to be the guy to turn this program around. I want to get your thoughts down in the comments below. Like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff for more sports content to Ballard Sports Media. And until next time, Ballard Sports Media is checking out. Y'all have an awesome day. Love you guys, and roll tide.